Today I'll be discussing a common topic brought up in the JoJo community about Jotaro's death, and how it happened multiple times and how Oingo Boingo might have been connected to all three versions of it. Now, to first understand why this is such a common ideal, we must understand what exactly Oingo Boingo predicted. Oingo Boingo predicted that Jotaro would die to an explosion caused by his brother, using a fake decoy orange implanted in the Stardust Crusader's vehicle. Due to certain events that play out during the arc, we see that his brother ends up being the one to face the bomb, and not Jotaro, due to using his stand Kanam in order to shapeshift into Jotaro. Now, a prediction that most people don't tend to bring up is a prediction that Oingo Boingo made during the arc where he teams up with Whole Horse. The prediction I'm referring to is where Whole Horse uses Emperor in order to shoot multiple bullets down a steel pipe in order to hit Jotaro, but due to certain miscalculations with the time, Jotaro is not faced by any of the bullets. Instead, it is Whole Horse who ends up taking all the bullets. Now, those are the two main predictions that Oingo Boingo makes about Jotaro, and specifically ways he will die. Now, let's dive in on how these predictions exactly came true. First instance is during the Bites the Dust arc of Part 4 Dynamism Break. We see once Kira's identity is revealed to Jotaro, he ends up splitting in half, exactly how Oingo Boingo predicted during the orange arc. And then he even dies to an explosion, exactly how Oingo Boingo predicted. Not exactly to an orange deco, but an explosion nonetheless. There's a lot of similarities in this death, as I just mentioned, his head splitting and him dying to an explosion. But this isn't exactly how Oingo Boingo predicted, as though he still survives and dodges his fate once again. The second instance of Oingo Boingo's prediction coming true is during the Made in Heaven arc of Part 6 Stone Ocean. Pucci attacks Jotaro with Made in Heaven, splitting his face in half once again, exactly how Oingo Boingo predicted, except this time it wasn't to an explosion, yet it's still very close to what Oingo Boingo predicted. And the fact that his head split once again is another weird consistency that Jotaro has. Now, this was his actual and final death. Now, of course, Oingo Boingo didn't predict exactly how these events were happening, but he got very close. What most likely is happening is Araki is bringing back nods to this exact death, so the reader is rewarded for keeping up from all the parts, and can also notice these coincidences. Now, I'd like to bring up a point and an argument that could be made for the Part 4 death, in which technically all the characters who see Kira's or is revealed Kira's identity blow up in a similar way and all being exploded / shattered in some type of way. Which, as I stated before, I feel like isn't a very intentional thing decided by Araki in order to have a little nice callback to earlier parts of JoJo's. Now, I want to discuss a prediction that not a lot of people talk about, as I mentioned earlier, the Whole Horse prediction, in which Jotaro is shot multiple times in the face. Now, this prediction doesn't come true as much as the split face prediction, but we do see it happen awfully a lot, to the point where it is weird that it happens multiple times. Now, the next instance of an Oingo Boingo prediction coming true is in Part 4, during the stand battle with the rat. No, he's not exactly shot in the face, but he's still shot and almost dies due to that. He only survives thanks to Josuke's crazy diamond being able to fix his wounds. The next instance happens in Stone Ocean, in which he is shot by John Gallier after getting his disc extracted. So those are the two closest instances of the Whole Horse prediction coming true. While much more far-stretched compared to the split face prediction, it is still very close to Oingo Boingo's prediction, in which the forms he is shot in. Now, this is the last topic I want to bring up, and it relates to Part 5, Golden Wind. This is the topic about faith and how you cannot truly dodge it. You can never truly escape your faith, as we see happen to Diavolo. In this case, I think this is what might also be happening to Jotaro. He can dodge fate, but he can't truly escape it. And those are all the topics I'd like to touch on today. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe.